There are things we take for granted: walking, taking a shower, driving a car. CBS Weatherman and anchor Mark McEwen did too, until he suffered a massive stroke nearly 5 years ago, a stroke that almost took his life.
Early show anchor and close friend Harry Smith went to see Mark at his Florida home early in his recovery, and here's a look at his story.
We'll be right back after this. See you later.
Mark McEwen was voted one of the most trusted people in America. He was a fixture here at CBS in the mornings from 1987 until 2002.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
A consummate broadcaster, his wit and warmth made him a welcome guest in millions of homes. Some of my fondest memories of working here are with Mark. In November of 2005, Mark suffered a massive stroke. It almost killed him.
How are you?
I remember I looked up and saw my father, my brother, both my sisters. That's when I knew.
He was very, very close to death. The diagnosis of basilar artery thrombosis is a very, very poor prognosis.
For 4 days, Mark hung near death. The blood clot that caused the stroke had blocked precious oxygen from his brain. If and when he recovered, he'd be starting over.
Boy, I was in a bed. I couldn't walk. I could barely talk.
First, he was confined to a wheelchair. Then he moved to a walker.
I don't need it anymore.
Most devastating of all, though, was the impact on his voice and speech.
I know you are.
From his days as a stand-up comedian
You're that weather guy, right? Al Roker, right?
to radio, to TV, Mark had always been glib.
Have you ever recorded a rock song?
No. Ta, 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 ta.
But like an Olympic athlete at the games he covered, Mark fought back.
What was it like at first?
Saying sounds.
Really?
K sounds. Ta. E, I, O, U, saying everything properly. Millionaire.
Even if Mark can't do some of the things he could before, like shoot three-pointers, he hasn't lost his trademark sense of humor.
I walk, I talk, I think, I drive, I wash myself, I shave, I brush my teeth, I make the bed. I do everything.
You never made the bed before.
While Mark was on the road to recovery, he told me the stroke had made him realize that nothing was more important than his family. 5 years after the stroke that changed his life, we're just happy Mark has decided to spend some time with his CBS family.
And we have been thrilled all morning to have Mark with us this morning. We have another surprise as well. The man's voice you just heard, news images you just saw. Harry Smith with us this morning.
They let you do the weather? Hey. For money?
Yeah.
Isn't this great?
Good to see you.
It's my honor to be here, believe me.
Same here.
Yeah, really cool. You know, we had really great times together. We worked together a lot of years and did innumerable shows. And the thing that I just remember the most about all the time that we spent together was Mark's heart was just the best. Yeah. His heart was the best, and he always brought whatever he could to whatever we were doing. You know, always made that consummate effort, and I think that's what you see now is he's brought that same effort to his recovery.
Oh, thank you. I'm verklempt.
Are you going to be able to go on this morning?
I think so.
You do still have a few weather reports to do. Remember, you're working. This isn't one big tribute. Now, Harry, you had mentioned something a second ago during when the piece aired. There's this inherent jealousy of his jump shot.
I think the other thing is that through all those years that we did the show, Mark was a great wrestler in high school, state champion,
well,
right? Close. Championship level. Yep. And we would go out and do all of this stuff. We'd be at an NCAA tournament. He's out there draining trays like nobody's business. And you know, people say, "Oh, there's the funny weatherman." The guy could do anything.
Take your money. That funny weatherman going to take your money.
I thought you were going to say, Harry, that you guys wrestled in some fields.
Look at this.
Right next to the shot.
Did that too.
This was the Amazing Race before the Amazing Race.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Wipeout.
They did the All-Star game at Wrigley Field. It rained and rained and rained and rained, and they had the tarp on the field. And I said, "Didn't you ever want to do this?"
He came up with that idea.
Oh, there's Harry.
Well, Harry, thank you for coming in this morning. We appreciate it. Stay with us, Mark. Of course, obviously, it's great to have you with us as well.